was diagnosed with breast cancer on October 18th, 2013. I was completely shocked, especially because of my age. I was 30. Also because there was no family history. Nobody else in my family ever even had cancer to speak of. So it was like a bolt out of the blue. So I was completely in shock. And then of course the sadness and the why me and devastation almost. So my doctors recommended that I do chemo first and then surgery after. So I followed their prescription, started out with chemo for about 9 weeks, and then had surgery afterwards. Thankfully, I had a great support system. My mother, chief of all, Beverly King, was just super supportive. My aunt, my cousins, the rest of my family. And then I had a group of friends who are like family who were just very much there for me through everything. Emotional support was one of the major ways in which my family and friends supported me. Just to have somebody to listen to. I must mention another person who was also diagnosed with breast cancer around about the same time as I was. And she and I turned out to be on the journey together. So she was a major source of support as well, especially because she understood exactly what I was talking about. She went through the same thing, the chemo, the surgery, so she understood things that even my family members didn't get because they weren't going through it. So emotional support, financial support, because as you know, it's really expensive to treat cancer, especially in Jamaica. And also I had people who would drive me around because after some of the treatments, I would get very drowsy, so I wasn't able to drive. So just the everyday support, cooking a meal for me, taking me to the doctor, listening, just being there in so many different ways. So during treatment, it was very difficult. I relied on my faith and I kind of tapped into the fact that, listen, I'm here, we're all here for a set time. We don't know when our number is going to be called. We don't know for how long we're here. So I tapped into purpose. I felt like if God bring me come here, He must have a reason for me to be here. And so I'm just going to live as fully as I could. So I kept busy on some level in operating my business, in doing the things I really enjoyed, prayed, cried. Sometimes I had to shut away and just be quiet because it just became too overwhelming. But tapping into the good energy of the people around me was a major way that I was able to cope. And also just being grateful. In the midst of all that I was going through, I knew that there were many other women and men who had it worse than I did. And so I just had to tap in every single day to find at least one thing that I could give thanks for. And, just relish the fact that I woke up every morning. Since treatment, it still gets emotional, especially during October, which is when I was diagnosed 5 years ago. So again, I draw on those things that I drew on back then. The support of friends and family, my faith in God, and also a sense of purpose. First of all, there is hope, especially if you catch it early. And that's why I encourage everybody to feel up your breast, to actually touch them, to actually know what's normal and what's not normal. Thankfully, mine was caught early, and that's a part of the reason why treatment went so well. And I think that's part of the reason I'm still here. If you're diagnosed, there's a network of women who have been through the same thing and have made it and are doing very well now. I think I'm one of those women. So you can draw on those resources. Also, just tap into the fact that, there's purpose for your life. Use it as an opportunity to really tap into what's important to you. Get information. That's critical. Sometimes even our doctors might give us erroneous information sometimes. So make sure you know the type of cancer, the stage, ask these questions. If you don't know what to ask, find somebody who can guide you. That was a critical part of, just keeping sane and just deciding on my options throughout treatment. I would say tap into whatever feeds you. If you love to cook, just cook. Be mindful to take some time off as well, some time away, because even the people around you, they might mean well, but sometimes their concern for you can become overwhelming. So find some quiet time when you need to. Be able to say, no, I just need to be alone right now, and just live. Because if you have cancer or not, we don't know for how long we're here. So it's important to just pack as much life as you can into your years.